The African origins of the Greek gods. Zeus, Athena, Hermes, names that echo through Western history. The gods of Greece, said to be born from myth and marble. But what if I told you their stories weren't born in Greece at all? That long before Olympus, these gods had another home, beneath the golden sun of Africa. Before we go deeper into the hidden origins of the gods, make sure you subscribe and click the link in my bio, so you don't miss the next revelation about Africa's forgotten science and mythology. Where myths truly began. Centuries before Greece rose, Africa already mapped the heavens and named the divine. In Kemet, what the world calls ancient Egypt, stories of cosmic order, divine justice, and living gods were carved in stone. Ra, the god of the sun, who sails across the sky each day and descends into the underworld each night, his daily rebirth inspired civilizations far beyond the Nile. Compare that to Zeus, the ruler of the Greek sky who throws lightning and commands thunder. Millennia before Zeus ruled from Olympus, Africans worshipped Amun-Ra, a god of air, storm, and creation. A god whose symbol, the ram, later appeared across Mediterranean temples, the goddess mirror. In the Greek world, Athena was born, goddess of wisdom and war, springing fully formed from the head of her father. But that story may not have begun in Greece. In Sais, Egypt, there stood a temple to Neith, the ancient warrior weaver. She was called the mother of all gods, the one who wove existence itself from the waters of chaos. Sound familiar? When Greek travelers like Herodotus came to Egypt, they saw Neith and said, "This is our Athena." They didn't invent her, they inherited her. Her owl became their symbol of wisdom, her shield, their emblem of protection. And even in their language, echoes of her name survived. The messenger of the gods. Then there's Hermes, the messenger, the trickster, the guide of souls, quick, clever, and divine. But before Hermes, there was Thoth, Jehuti, the African god of writing, knowledge, and the spoken word. Thoth was said to have invented language itself. He recorded every word spoken by the gods and weighed the hearts of men. He was the scribe of creation, the divine intellect. When the Greeks encountered his temples and texts, they renamed him Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes the thrice great. From Thoth's wisdom came the Hermetic teachings, the very foundations of Greek philosophy and Western mysticism. The borrowed pantheon. Greek philosophers didn't imagine their gods in isolation. They studied at African temples, Pythagoras in Egypt, Solon in Sais, Plato in Heliopolis. There they learned that divinity was not separate from the cosmos, that spirit and matter danced together through Mahat, harmony, balance, and truth. When they returned home, they retold the stories, changing names, changing faces, but the rhythm remained. Zeus carried Amun's thunder. Athena bore Neith's wisdom. Hermes spoke Thoth's words. Even Dionysus, the god of wine and ecstasy, mirrored Osiris, the resurrected god who taught humanity agriculture and divine rebirth. Africa, the first Olympus. So what does this mean? It means that the so-called Greek pantheon was never purely Greek. It was a reflection, a continuation of the sacred science of Africa. When Greece wrote mythology, Africa had already lived it. When Greece named gods, Africa had already spoken them into being. The marble of Athens still carries the shadow of the Nile. So the next time you hear of Zeus or Athena, remember their first names. Remember Neith, remember Amun, remember Thoth. Because before Olympus, there was Africa, the world's first temple of gods and men. If this opened your eyes, subscribe for more. Share this with someone who still thinks history started in Greece. Because the truth is far older, and it began in Africa.